just talk you through some of the stuff, some of the resources that we have online, some of the things we have to share. So the council's webpage, if you go under the My Community section, takes you through to a set of bars there, and the grants and funding stuff is really quite easy to find. It's all in under that grants and funding button. The grants and funding, what I'll try and do is just whiz through a few pages that we that would maybe support or help you. We do a monthly funding alert, which I'm actually working on right at this minute. It goes out at the start of every month. Our funding alert has around we're doing two things at the minute. We do a funding alert and a supplement about the cost of living, poverty and the cost of living, because there's I think it's about 30 or 40 funds that we want to highlight every month. With a funding alert, there's too many funds to put the same things in every month. So every month I try and change it, and we try and show a wide variety of, let me just open one up here and show you, there's a wide variety of things up there. I think last month we had 93, and we try and group them under different headings there that make it easy for you to try and find things. If you click on the heading, it takes you to the section. The section then has a little bit of detail about it, closing date if there is one. Most of them are actually rolling programs that just carry on funding. And there's a web link built into the PDF that when you click on that, it just opens up the website itself straight to where you would apply for the funds. So it's a nice, easy way to check things out, a quick way to look them over, and really easy to find out a bit more detail. When we're looking at just go back in here. The other thing I'd quite like to show you that we've got there is we've got funding and support pages. So there are two pages. One is around funds that the council runs. So our funding shows really all the council grants. Most of these aren't community grants. Most of them are things like housing benefit, council tax, welfare fund, child school, school uniform grants, those kind of things. So we try and put them all on one page so it's easy to find them. We do have a few community grants like the strategic events and festivals. That's about to open again, but we put them up there and mark up whether they're open or closed. The Sport and Communities Fund is the other one you might be familiar with. That gets put in here as well, but we do highlight all of these in funding alert as well. The other thing that's on this page is some of the bigger funders. So Awards for All are here, the Community Fund, Heritage Lottery, those kind of things. So it's a nice, easy way to pick up something. But again, there's a lot more detail, and the funds that have got particular time limits or have got a particular focus are much more detailed in funding alert. In terms of our support pages, what we've put up here is a bit of information about Argyll and Bute. So you can get facts about Argyll and Bute, quick facts about there that maybe help your applications, stuff about the economy, some information about the multiple index of deprivation. Those kind of things might help you when you're writing your applications. The other thing we've got in there are a few things like business plan templates, those kind of things, that sort of stuff to try and support you, and also links again to organisations that might be able to help you if you're looking for contacts or a bit of information. So we've got things like the PFIs, Business Gateway, the Third Sector Interface, those kind of things that are in there. So that's our funding and support pages. If we just go back here. The thing I'd like to show you is a thing we've got called GrantNet. GrantNet is a search engine that we pay a license for, and that license is free for the community to use. So we have a signpost here to it. So you open it up. You have to register on the site. So you type in, I'm already in here, sorry. Basically, you type in your name and address. So you just register if you haven't registered, and it opens up in a page like this and lets you define your own search. So what you do is a very powerful thing. So a straightforward search, there's 567 funders there. And what you can do is click the type of organisation you are, the areas of work that you're working within, the kinds of things you want the funding for, to try and get that number down to something that's a really manageable amount of funders to look at. So it's quite good at filtering it down. You can also do things like just make sure it's only a grant that you're looking for. There are other funds out there for loans, loan guarantees, relief, rent relief, those kind of things. And again, this idea, you can do it as future funds or ones that are open, or if you're looking for an old fund, you can search it so that it's only the closed applications one that was missing. So you can find older funds that were out there. It's a really comprehensive set of funders. It's updated daily. You can sign up for them to send you update information as well when you do your searches. You can save your searches, all of that kind of stuff. So it's a really good way of finding a bespoke set of funders for yourself. So yeah, if you're not finding it in Funding Alert, come in here and try doing a search yourself. The other thing I wanted to show you was our funding toolkit. So the funding toolkit is it's quite a large PDF document. It's about 50 pages long. It's not about 50 pages. It is exactly 50 pages long. But it's quite easy to work your way through. You don't have to read the whole 50 pages. It kind of groups things together. It's got a checklist of things that you need to do. It talks about ideas, how you can strengthen your project. It gives you some case studies to look at, and it has some nice, useful links at the end. I mean, if we have a quick look at the checklist, you see it's 10 good, straightforward things to do to help you strengthen your applications. So the sorts of stuff you need to do, the sorts of stuff that's good to have in place that helps you make a strong funding application. The only other thing I wanted to say is that if you're looking for Funding Alert, you can download it off the website, or you can sign up for it. So it's a simple form here. You fill in your name and email, click on the link there, it sends you an email back, and then you can go on, and we do more. There's funding newsletters, there's community development newsletters, there's topic sheets, all sorts of information out there, and you can choose which of these you like if you want any of them. But also, when you get fed up with them, you don't need them, you can come back in here and unselect them as well, so you don't continually get them as junk mail. I think that's me through my bit. I wanted to be quite quick here, whizzing through here. Hope it wasn't too fast for you. All this stuff is online. Have a browse, have a look. And again, if you need anything, just get in touch with us. We're happy to support.